everyone, my name's Janine and I'm going to be demonstrating using the Gemstone Custom Cutting System on a vitamin C a couple of vitamin C Faster Fab pages. During lockdown with COVID-19, I've been doing lots of walks along the beach and also lots of just photographing my garden actually as it comes from winter into spring, and I decided that I'm actually going to do a COVID album of all the lovely photos I've taken along the beach and of my garden. So the first one the cutting I'm going to demonstrate is the diamond blade of the Gemstone Cutting System. I'm going to use the inside, so I'll place the little feet on the inside of the system and cut this photo. It's a little bit tricky. I've cut my finger quite badly last night, so I'll just do what I can. So that's now cut in the diamond shape. The other shape I'll be using quite a lot of is the hexagon inside this heart. Once again, I'll be putting the red blade inside there, and I've cut out a number of those shapes already, and I'll be using those in a beehive type design on a page. I'll also be using dark green cardstock in these shapes. So the first page I've completed because of my finger is the beehive page. So these are just a number of flowers in my garden, and I've used some stickers from the Picture This and vitamin C collection. I've also done a bit of journaling. This white cardstock here, I just cut out of the multi-pocket page piece of card, but instead of using the red cutter, I used the green one and just placed the green cutter on the inside again and got a slightly smaller piece of card because it cuts at a slightly wider width. So I put them on there like that. So you can use more or less photos, cardstock if you would prefer, use whatever colour. I thought green was a fairly common theme with my flowers. You can just use more or less. You can use all flowers if you want to. That did look a little bit too much, and you can use obviously lots of different colours in different places as well. Going on to the diamond shapes, I've done two designs for this one. One is, once again, I've got too many photos of flowers in my garden. The diamond cutting system, just position them on the page, and also use plain cardstock. Once again, you can cover up, use less photos and more cardstock if you want to. And once again, I've used the vitamin C and Picture This. No, just vitamin C. Oh, I think just vitamin C stickers on there. I use for repositional tape because it takes a little while to get the right distance between the hexagons to fit them all on. And as you can see, these are just one of these cut in half. I actually just folded it over and used my trimmer to cut them down to the right size. Another way of positioning the diamond shapes, I guess, is as a flower. And then on this page, there's a little blue wren. You may not be able to see it. There's a little blue wren there. And I just use the inside of this with my red trimmer. I just placed that there and cut a photo of a little blue wren that I'd found on the beach, and just other things growing along the beach as I walked along it. And I also used the palm trees border punch just down the bottom. You may or may not want to do that, and I just did a little bit of journaling. Winter beach walks in lockdown, COVID-19, August 2020. So that's another way of presenting the diamonds. This is all flowers on the vitamin C Faster Fab pages. In the middle here I have put some wattle, and the outside are just some flowers that I've taken photos of. There's a little bee there in the freesias, and a vitamin C sticker, and down the bottom I've once again used the palm tree border punch. The cutter I haven't used a lot of is this one, and I just thought I'd demonstrate quickly a different way of using it. You can use it, all one colour. You can use little bits of photos you want to use up, but I just used this paper with locally grown paper. You can make flowers, you can make all sorts of different designs. It can be a little decoration in a corner, and as I've shown you with the others, you can have these much closer up or further apart, just depending on how you'd like to do it. And the repositional tape was really handy when I was doing that. You can see some of them are closer. My preference is to, if they're all going to be close, put them all close. If they're all going to be further apart, put them further apart. So they're just different ways of doing decorations, or even just using up bits of photos with this smaller cutter. Another thing I've used with this is I've had hearts all down a page that have been lovely. I actually used that for all the visitors that came to visit my children when they were born in hospital, and I think I called it a visitor in hospital page. So just a great sort of variety of ways of using the cutting system. In the middle of this card here, I use the inside of the smallest circle. So once again, I just placed the feet of the red cutter inside there and cut out this small circle there. Okay, hope that's given you some ideas to use the custom cutting system and the Faster Fab pages for vitamin C. Thank you.